Just like that.
Hey everybody, it's Old School Heart back with another review for you guys. So first things first, if you are not a subscriber to the channel, please hit the subscription button down below. Please also thumbs up this video if you want to see more videos similar to this one. And also share this video on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you can share this video. I am so excited because Queen Sugar is back on. If you've been a follower of this channel for quite some time, you know that my very first video was a Queen Sugar review. So excited that we're on season 3. It's been a long anticipated wait, especially for me, who is a Queen Sugar baby. I hope you guys are Queen Sugar babies too. And so we are getting two parts to season 3. This is part 1, and then tomorrow will air again on OWN from 9 to 10 p.m. If you are in my location, which I'm in Chicago, then it will air again tomorrow from 9 to 10. So let's just get into this recap because I have so many things to talk about and I still got some questions. So let's just get to it. So this episode starts off with Charlie and Remy negotiating with really rich people on loaning them the money so that they can have their own, their whole own farm, everything. And so Charlie does this really great presentation. Everything looks legit. And they get to the end of it. The people that may invest in Charlie's company say everything is good. All we need is a signature from your husband Davis, and it'll be good to go. And of course, that takes Charlie by surprise. She didn't think that she would have to need Davis. In this case, she thought that she had enough clout, I guess, for herself to get this loan approved or whatever. But no go. They told her without Davis, they need Davis on this. He's basically the image. He's basically the deal. And so she would have to get his signature in order to move forward with the loan. Which doesn't really sit well for Remy. And we all know from last season that Remy and Charlie has developed a more than a friendship, more like a loving type of relationship. And we all know that Remy is all in. Remy plays no games. He wants her. He likes her. He loves her. He's supportive of her. But Remy, like I said, is not playing any games with her. And he just is like, look, I wish that we could have like a relationship, but we can't because there's still this Davis and you thing, and I can't go. So basically he says we will have a business relationship, and that's all there is to it. So then we move on to Ralph Angel, my chocolate baby. God, he fine. Y'all know he fine. Y'all know he look good. So then we go on to Ralph Angel, who has the baby mama who is back in his him and his son's life. He basically shows his son that there's a little bit of the farm that will belong to him, that will be his own little mini garden. And basically his family life is going great. It's going spectacular. The baby mama, his love interest, is doing very well. So everything is going great with Ralph Angel. Now, I do have a question about Ralph Angel. I don't know if you guys remember the very first episode of Queen Sugar. But on the episode, he has Blue like playing in the playground, and then he goes and robs a convenience store. I'm not sure that we ever got closure on that. Like, was he do you guys think that will ever come back to haunt him? Do you think that somebody might see him in this season and bring up the fact that he did rob a convenience store to get money? And I believe he gave that money to Aunt Vi, or contributed to the household with Aunt Vi in Hollywood. I'm not too sure. I believe that's what happened with the money, but y'all, he did rob a store. So I'm still waiting to see if that's like literally going to haunt him or not. So we have that's going on. And then of course we have the other sister, and forgive me, I can never remember her name, so I have to look it up. Nova. So Nova is being Nova. Nova is like the quintessential bohemian, conscious African woman. And so she's around a group of her friends. They're all talking, and they're basically saying like, I'm not going to, one of her friends, which I most definitely agree with, I'm not going to compromise wanting a child by just getting a child and then that's it. I want the whole package. I want to be married. I want the whole 9 yards, you know. So basically Nova breaks it down to these women and lets them know, look, you guys are successful. You guys have done everything that you said you're going to do. We are powerful Black women. We're most definitely made a name for ourselves, but sometimes you may have to go outside of the box. Sometimes you may have to go outside of your comfort zone and date somebody outside of your race, you know. And they're all looking at her like, yeah, nah, that's not going to happen. And she's like, well, if that's not the case, then, you know, I have a fundraiser that you guys can come to and find some eligible Black brothers. So that's Nova's story. Then we also have Auntie. Love her. Love Auntie. But we can tell that Aunt V is most definitely missing Hollywood. So she leaves him a voicemail. Of course, he doesn't pick up, so she leaves him a voicemail, but to no avail, she doesn't get to him. So got 2 women who are having men troubles. So what does Nova do? Nova takes them out. They get really, really drunk. They're having a ball, and they're basically just letting out a little bit of frustration. Vi can't get in contact with Hollywood, and Remy has basically broken up with Charlie. So while they're at this club or whatever, Charlie runs into Davis, and of course Davis, with his goofy butt, he decides that, you know, he can showboat around Louisiana like he's not a star. And of course he's sitting there with the girl that's clearly half his age. And Charlie just like confronts him and goes like, you don't care nothing about your image. You don't care about all of this stuff we had to clear you from. You still want to act a fool. And he was like, well, look where we're at. We're in Louisiana. Don't nobody know me. Ain't nobody taking any pictures of me. And then Aunt Vi comes over and snaps on him. And Aunt Vi is drunk as hell. Aunt Vi is drunk as hell. And basically just gives him a piece of her mind. Gives him a piece of her mind, basically. And it just tells him that, like, he's no good. Like, stop, you know, you just reckless. Like, you don't even give a damn, you know. And we see that. Davis never did really give a damn, you know. And when the show first started, I literally thought that it would be great for Davis and Charlie to try to work it out. That maybe the rumors were not what they were. But Davis really is just a mess. Like, he really is just wretched. I don't even know what to say. He's wretched. So, as Ralph Angel has his own ideas about the farm and basically lives on the farm and knows what he learned from his dad and is able to create new things. Charlie is still the money person, and so anything that he does, Charlie feels like she needs it to be run by her. And it's getting to Ralph Angel a lot. It's really getting to Ralph Angel. And so Of course, you know, he's not really able to say anything, but Unvi and Nova actually do both say something to Charlie and let him know, like, you know, Unvi lets him know, like, you know, um, Ralph Angel is doing very well. He's been taking care of the farm. He's been taking care of his responsibilities. He's in a good place right now. And so since he's in a good place, you need to back off a little bit, Charlie, because you're kind of being a little bit harsh. And you're kind of acting like you're his parent. You're not his parent. You're his partner. You're his sister. And Charlie is just like, well, you know, I'm not meaning to, like, she really makes this excuse or whatever. And this is when she lets them know that Davis's signature has to be given in order to receive the loan for the business that Charlie is trying to get started on her own, for her own meal. And so Anvaya's like, shoot, I shouldn't have acted the way that I acted when we were at the club or whatever. And Nova's like, oh shit, you know, here we go. But they all agree that everything that Davis has put Charlie through, he can most definitely sign for this loan. So then we have Ralph Angel's girlfriend who comes by, and she just is like, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. And he's just, Ralph Angel's like, where have you been? And she said, well, I attended, you know, a AA meeting. Not an AA meeting, a drug addicts meeting, Drug Addicts Anonymous. I forgot what you call that. Ugh, it's failing me right now. And he's like, well, you sure you still need that? And she's like, most definitely I need that. And I think what she was trying to convey to him is like, being with you guys can be overwhelming. Being with you guys brings out a joy in me, but it also brings out a nervousness in her that she may panic. So, you know, she needs to be at these meetings. And Ralph Angel's like, I don't feel like you need to be there anymore. Like, what's the purpose of being around other addicts, you know? Which Ralph Angel is really young, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't really get it. But basically at the end, he does say that he supports her. And I love their relationship because Ralph Angel is able to express himself a lot more with her than he is with his two sisters and his Aunt Vi. Because they really pretty much treat him like the baby. He is the youngest boy. He is the boy, so he's the baby. And so basically he tells her, you know, they don't want me to have any responsibilities, you know, Charlie, here she go again, you know, not letting me have any responsibilities. And so most definitely she is there as a listening ear for that. Now, meanwhile, it is Micah's birthday. He finally does get the car. Now, while they are celebrating Juneteenth, Charlie gets a message from Davis that's like, hey, have you heard from Micah yet? Has he come back yet? And Charlie's like, well, no, he hasn't, but I'll let you know when he comes back or whatever. He's probably still out. He's probably with his girlfriend. No need to panic. Now, Micah is on his way to his Aunt Vi's house when he is stopped by a policeman. Now, he's in this brand new car. Young guy, only 16. And so I'm sure all those things that has come across his mind with other cases with police officers, it's all going through his mind on what he should be doing and everything. And so he makes sure he has his hands on the wheel, and then he makes sure that his cell phone is next to his seat. And I don't know if he hit the record button or not, but to me it seemed like he hit the record button. But let me know, because that's one part that I'm missing. So the officer comes up and was like, he had his windows rolled up, and he was like, I need to, like, put my windows down. Of course, the cop is being combative. He's like, I got to start the car back up to put the windows back down. He's like, roll your windows down, you know. So, of course, as a 16-year-old boy, Micah is scared out of his mind. And so he rolled the window down. He said, what may I help you with, officer? Because I know I wasn't speeding. I most definitely wasn't. And the officer really pretty much is not saying anything to him. And so, back at the house, you know, they haven't heard from Micah or anything. And so basically they start looking for him. And Nova's like, you know, sometimes, you know, it's only one way here. So maybe he didn't have enough gas in the car. Maybe his phone died or whatever. So they go looking for Micah. And then Nova gets a message that Micah is at the police station. And Charlie is in a panic, clearly. And Charlie goes into manager, crazy lady mode, mom mode as well. And she wants to know where her son is at. They keep telling her that they don't know where her son is at. So Davis is also rushed there as well. And Davis tells Charlie to calm down, to let him handle it. And basically he puts on the basketball charm. He's like, hey, you know, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go see if my son's back there. You know, oh, you know, we want a picture with you, Davis, or whatever. And I just thought, that's just so unprofessional. You know, when you're in the middle, you're trying to figure out where your kid is, and a police officer wants a picture. It's just unprofessional. It's disrespectful. And I would have been pissed. I would have been just like Charlie in that case. Ain't nobody worried about that. I want to know where my kid is at. And so, of course, they've arrested for what, there is no reason, or at least we don't know yet. They arrested Micah for the incident, and Micah comes out, and Nova sees that Micah has urinated on himself out of fear, and so she places a jean jacket over him so, you know, no one will be able to see it. And they have their own little private moment. There are things that Nova and Micah most definitely understand about each other that he doesn't have that understanding with Davis or with his mom, Charlie. So Charlie and Davis have a little bit of an argument outside of the police station, and Davis basically tells Charlie, like, you just want so much control, and this just bothered you so much that I handle it and that you did not handle it, and I got my son out of there. And so what I really love is that Micah and Davis had their moment together, because although it can be hurtful that your father cheated on your mom, and you know you're feeling upset for your mom, if the relationship between your mom, the dad, Micah, and Davis was like legit and good, then I think it should remain that way. And so I'm happy that Micah embraced Davis at the end of this, and you know, basically said, you know, thank you for getting me out of here a lot quicker than what, you know, if mom would have been screaming and yelling, they would have, you know, it would have went all out of proportion. So I felt that hug between the two. But Charlie and Davis had their little argument about it. And, you know, Davis pretty much just said, look, you know, you just like control. And there are some instances where I know what's best and I know how to work the system in a way. And basically Charlie just called him a Sambo. Charlie called him a Sambo. It was hilarious. Okay, so then we go back to Ralph Angel and the baby mama. Basically, the baby mama says that she needs to spend some time apart from him. And of course, this makes Ralph Angel nervous, and he thinks that they're breaking up. But what she's really trying to say is that, and I actually agree with her. She said that they need to learn each other and to grow apart so that they can come together and be great for one another. I think for her, like I said before, it's overwhelming when you actually get back what you don't deserve. It's a great feeling, but it's an overwhelming feeling, and it can set her back. And so basically she says, you know, we need to grow. We need to grow separately, and we need to learn how to do life. And that doesn't mean that we're breaking up, you know, because Rob Angel was not feeling that. But it just means that we need to continue on a great path. And so I commend her for this. I think it's a good idea for her. And I think that Ralph Angel and her, I'm curious to see how their relationship will grow. So basically, that was the episode. Um, Episode one, part one of season three. What I'm expecting to see in the next couple of episodes is I want to see Nova's character build more. We got to know a lot about Nova in the last season, but Nova left us off on sort of a kind of still questioning who she really was, what she was really about. Um, we know that she sometimes is a lesbian, and then she's with this white guy who was with his wife, left his wife. She was dealing with that. And then she had these articles that she was throwing out. So we do know that she is most definitely an activist, a philanthropist. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen with Nova this season on the show. Also, like I said, will there ever be repercussions for Ralph Angel stealing at the beginning of the first season? We don't know that yet. Still trying to figure that out. And of course, I do want to know if there will ever be a chance for Remy and Charlie to rekindle their relationship. Charlie. At the end of this episode, we see that Charlie signs David's signature without his consent. So basically, it's forgery, even though she is the wife. And like I've said before on previous episodes, this whole family, the reason why they're so connected is they all have great, great intentions. They just have a bad way of going about them. And this happens like literally all the time with them. Like Ralph Angel has great intentions, Nova has great intentions, and Charlie has great intentions. But they do some crazy things in order to make things happen. And so as we see, like Charlie did with the basketball wives, she once again is doing the most in order to get what she wants. It's a great characteristic to have, but it's an also dangerous characteristic to have. So we'll see how Davis feels about her forging his signature on to the loan paperwork so that she can have her own meal. And of course, I miss Hollywood, and I hope that Hollywood and Unvibe most definitely work it out. Let me know what you thought of episode 1 of season 3, part 1 of Queen Sugar. Let me know if you caught that first episode where Ralph Angel stole from that store while Blue is playing in the park. Also, let me know how you feel about what Charlie is doing, her antics, and what you want to see and what you're looking forward to seeing in this season of Queen Sugar. I do have a wig tutorial coming out at the end of the week, probably Saturday or Sunday of this week. So please be on the lookout for that. And it's more so a lookbook. Also, please check out the other videos if you're not familiar with Queen Sugar videos. Please, once again, share this video as well as thumbs up this video if you would like to see more TV reviews from me. And please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And welcome to the family if you are clicking on that button. This is Old School Heart. Have a good day.